Hey guys, Buff from Bad today bringing another video, and today we are going over the Ram 7 and converting it into the Tavor X95 or the Micro-Tavor here in Modern Warfare 3, or at least as close as we can get to the real life thing. So let's go ahead and back out. Here is our final design for the MTAR or the X95, Tavor X95. Let's go ahead and back out and take a look at the weapon. So this is the Ram 7 available in the Battle Pass. So for the Season 1 Battle Pass, we'll go ahead and back out and look at the Battle Pass here. I did a conversion for the different variant of the Tavor 21 with the Midwest Industries Key Mod handguard or M-Lock handguard. So it is available here in A7 for the Battle Pass for Season 1. Go ahead and back out and we will go to the weapon itself. What we're going to want to do is start with the base Ram 7. So with the Ram 7, go ahead and the gunsmith. First option you're going to want here, they recently fixed this, so this is newly updated. We'll go ahead and do the, we're going to want the Speedway V5 short barrel. So this is going to give you the correct variant of the MTAR barrel, at least as close as you get in game. So there was another barrel here. This one here, the heavy barrel, looks similar, however longer, and for whatever reason you have some wood there, but the X5 barrel mimics the real-life X95 or the Tavor MTAR barrel closely. In real life, it's going to be a 13, a 15, or a 16.5-inch barrel. This one appears to be a 15, and I'm just saying that because the base barrel is a little bit shorter than the MTAR barrel. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this is probably a 15-inch barrel in game. We'll go ahead and select that. One thing, though, you can notice is how thick the actual barrel is. I'm not sure, again, design, they're never going to be one for real life anymore these days with Call of Duty, but that's just something to note, and you'll also see how it looks in first person. So that's the MTAR barrel. Next up, we'll go ahead and run any real laser you want here. I'm going to run just the 1mm PEC for that PEC 15. You get aim and stability. Optic, we're going to go ahead and run the Mars sight, which is the Israeli red dot. Now, the OTG reflex sight closely resembles the Mars sight. However, we'll go with that sight. However, I really like, I know this Charos Holo is more of a Russian red dot sight, but this almost looks more so like a Mars sight. They're kind of like a mix between the two almost. And again, with Call of Duty, nothing's ever going to be one for one, but the OTG reflex is probably your closer option to the Mars sight. We'll go ahead and select that. Stock option, we're going to go with the motion tack pad. This is going to just give us a shorter butt pad. You can see the difference here. Again, this is purely aesthetic purposes, so the shorter butt pad here going to give us reduction to recoil. However, it's going to really help us on our ergonomics and accuracy for hipfire. So we'll select that. Now for the underbarrel option here, we're going to go ahead and do the bipod grip. So we'll go ahead and select the bipod grip, do the battlefield promotion blueprint style. And for the camo here, we'll go ahead and do we're just going to do any sort of like desert-ish camo, I think will work for this, just because it looks a little bit cleaner with kind of a desert-like camo. Again, you can use plenty of different options here to choose from, whichever one you want. You could also go with the base camouflage, I think also works well too. But I do like these desert camos. Look pretty good on this. So you can see all of the different options there. We'll go ahead and just select the first one that we can find here. This one right here, the dusted, I think looks pretty good. You also have some other really nice ones, but dusted is a really nice, good-looking desert camo. Go ahead and select that. That's going to be our final design here for the MTAR X95. Here's the final design. Now, there's definitely some glaring differences between the in-game XTAR, or the X95, excuse me, and the real-life one. First off, being that the position of the charging handle is too forward here on the handguard of the barrel, whereas the real-life one would be kind of between the holographic sight here or where the optic is mounted, so it would be moved back about 3 to 4 inches would be the charging handle. The other thing is the pistol grip is also different here. The pistol grip, you have a kind of an enclosed pistol grip design here. That's not the case with the X95. You also have a different buttstock type option. So the real life buttstock is still fully flat top. However, the bottom where the mag well is completely redesigned. You have kind of a straight 90-degree angle mag well buttstock option there. So you'll see the differences in the photo. That's a glaring difference here that really differentiates it from the real life X95. Other than that, fire controls are fully ambidextrous. The magazine release is still the same, I believe. Let's go ahead and we'll jump in game and look at this weapon in game, and you'll see another issue with this that I thought was interesting. So you can see here, the weapon itself, the barrel is very, very thick. It looks, our community member and channel member, this Justin, said it looks like you're holding a paint can on the end of the weapon, which it does. It's a really big circular barrel, which looks a little bit goofy, kind of, when you're looking at it. But let's go ahead and see how it handles here. Again, pretty accurate. This is, again, a closer quarters build that you want to be running with this thing. Personally, I think no barrel option is the best for this weapon. And again, the cool thing is here that you do have the option to mount that bipod. And we're choosing that just because the IDF runs, typically you'll see them run with their thick mono grips or their bipod grips on these weapons and others. So this is the Tavor X95 or the MTAR. Go ahead and look at this. Check out the recoil. Just let this thing rip straight and not control it. Now we'll try and control it. So you can see it's going to go up and to the right. So pretty easy to control for the most part. You just kind of got to pull down to the left for the most part. It does kick a little bit heavily though, so I personally would prefer a larger magazine and or a muzzle brake on this thing, just because the initial kick is a little much, especially with this barrel. I don't really think this is the best barrel option unless you're going to be running some sort of grip option with it, or barrel option as far as a muzzle brake or a compensator. So not bad. Again, this is a close quarters weapon though, so you don't want to try and stretch this out too far. These are the max distances. Even that further target is a little bit too far. But this is the Tavor X95 or the Micro-Tavor. Go ahead and look at the camouflage here. Again, nothing super special with the camos, but you do have a lot of options. Let's go ahead now and we'll jump to the gameplay for this weapon here for the X95 or the Tavor. Now again, we're using it here on an invasion just because it does seem like, if you're following current events, this does seem like a type of environment that this weapon would be being used in by the IDF. So that's kind of why we're doing this map. Also, I just like this map. I think it flows really well. It's a really nice map, and it is very nostalgic, as are all the other maps, for sure, here in this game from the original Modern Warfare 2. But the Tavor X95, or the Micro-Tavor, is a bullpup weapon from IWI, part of the Israeli Tavor platform weapons. You have the X95, you have the Tavor 21, and the Tavor 7, which is chambered in 7.62 by 51 millimeter. Now, the Micro-Tavor here, the X95, is also available in 300 Blackout, as well as a submachine gun conversion for 9x19 Parabellum, which is also available for this weapon. So it's a really nice weapon. It is in service since 2009 and has now, for the most part, fully replaced the base Tavor 21. And again, there are some distinct differences there, being the redesign of the mag well, the angle of the mag well, the full flat top, the barrel, the pistol grip options are typically a little bit different depending on the versions that you're running. So there's a lot of distinct differences. Mainly the charging handle as well is a pretty dead giveaway. The charging handle, where the charging handle is located, the pistol grip angle, and the angle degree or the flat angle of the mag well itself are a pretty dead giveaway as to whether it's an X95 or a TAR 21 or a CTAR. So that's the MTAR, the X95. Again, it's a bullpup assault rifle in service since 2009. In November 2009, the X95 was selected for future standard issue weapons for Israeli infantry over the Tavor 21. You also, like I said, have the Tavor 7 in there, which is chambered in 308 or 7.62 by 51 millimeter. So the designer is IWI, Israeli Weapon Industry. Again, it is one of the main weapons in service within the IDF. Design period was 2003 through 2009. And the manufacturer is IWI. The variants are plenty, which we'll get into here in a second. The mass overall, the weapon is going to be 7.3 to 8 pounds, which is going to be 3.3 or 3 to 3.62 kilograms. The length overall is going to be 22.8 to 28 inches, or 580 millimeters to 714 millimeters. And the barrel length is going to be 13 inches, 15 inches, or 16.5 inches. That's going to be anywhere from 330 millimeters to 419 millimeters. Cartridge for the weapon, as we said, is going to be 5.56 by 45 NATO. You also have it available more recently in 300 Blackout, which would be a cool conversion here in the game. And you also have 5.45 by 39 and a conversion to the 9x19 Parabellum. The action for the weapon is going to be a long stroke gas piston rotating bolt. And again, it is a bullpup weapon, which allows you to have a full-length barrel in a more compact system, which I do really like bullpups. I think they are really nice and aesthetically pleasing weapons. The rate of fire in real life is going to be 750 to 950 rounds per minute. Now, here in game, the rate of fire is going to be exactly 750 rounds per minute, so it is on par with what it should be in real life. The magazine feed system is going to be Stenag magazines for the 5.56 and 300 Blackouts, and AK-74 magazines for the 5.45 by 39 millimeters, and the iron sights are Picatinny rails for flat top optics, M-bus sights, things like that. So that's the MTAR or the X95, a really cool weapon. Again, there's a lot of different variants for this, that being the X95 330, which is available in 13 inches. You have the X95 380, which is pretty much what this one is the 15-inch variant. So it really is the X95 380. You also have the X95 419, again, a 16.5-inch barrel. You have the X95L, which is a semi-automatic only variant. You have a grenade launcher variant and a lot of other ones. And you have the SMG conversions for the 9x19 Parabellum available in different barrel lengths also. So with that, I think that there's a possibility we'll get an aftermarket part conversion for this down the road for either 9x19 Parabellum, which we did see in Modern Warfare 2019. It was just never actually released. There is footage of it in Gunfight with the 60-round drum of the 9x19. There's also a possibility we could get a 300 Blackout conversion kit for this, which would be really cool. So let me know your thoughts about this down below in the comments. Let me know what your favorite XTAR build or the M95, Tavor 21, whatever the build is. I'd really like to see an aftermarket part available for the Tavor 7, however, chambered in 7.62x51. I think that'd be really cool. Convert this to a battle rifle, I think, would be a nice, unique option. I don't think we have an assault rifle aftermarket part conversion to bring anything from an AR to a battle rifle yet, so I think that would be really, really nice. Let me know your thoughts about that down below. We also have a lot of some designs coming here to the channel. If you are a member, you will get a little bit of a discount. I have the store set up. I'm checking the designs and making sure. I just ordered a few more for myself to make sure they fit standard before I release them to all you guys. So I have 4 total designs, as well as we got some mugs, hoodies, things like that. But again, I want to test them and make sure it's the right quality before I release it to you guys. So if you are a member, you will get a slight discount. When everything launches, there will also be a slight discount code available. But again, you'll get the most discount available no matter when you order throughout the future as one of the channel members at the specific tiers, which that is listed in the join button down below or in the description. Big shout out to our channel members. We have Colton B, Conan the Librarian, Medic75 156, Man Named Nobody, Hassan B07, PDX Jake, Ram Rapster, K-Dog 350, This Justin, FPS Cannon Fodder, and Noodly Boyo. So big shout out to those guys for the support. And again, merchandise here will be available in the link down below the channel option shortly. I also, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps out smaller channels like me. We're on our way to 40,000. So we're definitely picking up some steam here, getting into that big 4.0. So let me know your thoughts down below of the X95, the Tavor, what kind of weapon conversions you want to see going forward, what kind of aftermarket parts you guys want to see, and how you're enjoying the game so far, as well as Warzone, which I've had a lot of success with this weapon in Warzone. But till next time, this is Buffner Gaming with the X95, Tavor X95. Till next time, this is Buffner Gaming, out.